Good morning. My name is Eric Hamilton, and I am the co-principal of Waukegan High School's Brookside campus. I would like to welcome you to the Class of 2026 Summer Commencement Exercise. We ask everyone to please stand for the presentation of colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning to all who are gathered here to witness the commencement exercise for the summer graduating class of 2026. It is my honor to introduce the distinguished people on the stage before you today. Ms. Teresa Plasencia, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Michael Rodriguez, President of the Board of Education. Ms. Carolina Fabian, Vice President of the Board of Education. Dr. Eduardo Cesario, Deputy Superintendent of Academic Supports and Programs. Ms. Mandy Maluski, Associate Superintendent of Strategy and Accountability. And Mr. LeBaron Moten, Assistant Superintendent of Operations. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate one of the great milestones in the lives of our students and their families. And thank you to the high school administrators who help your students as well. That would be Ms. Diana Butler, the Diverse Learner Coordinator at Washington campus, Ms. Tiffany Scott, the Assistant Principal of Student Services at Washington, Mrs. Araceli Arias, the Assistant Principal for Student Services at Brookside, Mrs. Shianta Myers, the Assistant Principal for Curriculum and Instruction at the Washington campus, and Ms. Dee Bolos Hartman, the Co-Principal at Waukegan High School's Washington campus. Last, but certainly not least, students, I would like you to stand and turn and recognize all of your parents, guardians, families, and friends that are here today that came to support you and assisted in pushing you to get here even when you were ready to give up. Thank you. You may be seated. We also have a graduate that has taken the oath to serve in our military. Atzel Alvarez, please stand and be recognized. To the graduates, families, friends, members of the Board of Education, district leaders, faculty, staff, and our entire Bulldog community, there is something uniquely special about a summer graduation. Every student here has taken a different path to this stage. Some of you finished exactly as you planned. Others had to overcome challenges that many people will never fully understand. You are here because you refused to give up on a dream. You chose to keep going, and that is what makes today so meaningful. Some of you have experienced challenges that could have easily become excuses. Instead, they became just another obstacle you overcame. As you focus on where you are going, remember that your future is not limited by your past. Rather, it is built by the choices you make beginning today. You have inspired us with your resilience, you have strengthened our community, and you have shown what it truly means to be a Bulldog. Thank you, graduates. At this time, it is my honor to have our Board of Education President, Mr. Michael Rodriguez, take the podium for his message to our graduates.
Thank you. Congratulations, Waukegan class of 2026. Today is your day. This is a big event. And I know some of you are thinking, well, this isn't as important as the big graduation that we had out in the field, Weiss Field, back in May. But I disagree with that. I think that this event is every bit as important, maybe even more important than that one, because you are the, yeah, go ahead and clap. You are the true victors. You have faced obstacles. Maybe you hit a road bump or two along the way, but you decided that you weren't going to let that stop you, and you found out what you had to do to get to the prize, to get to the goal. You kept your eye on the goal, and here you are today to celebrate your victory, and we are here to celebrate with you. Now, as you look back on your high school career, I know some of you may think, well, you know I disappointed people, I failed, and I want you to understand, failure is not a person, failure is an event. And as you go through life, you're going to have a lot of failures. You're going to try a lot of things and not succeed. And the thing is that you will continue to fight and struggle and become victorious. And you will find that the people in life who succeed the most are the ones that have the most failures. Did you know that? Did you hear what I said? The people who succeed the most in life are the ones that experience the most failures. How can that be? That's because they keep trying. They don't just do something once and then give up. Anybody out there ever hear of Ted Williams? Ted Williams was a very famous ball player, played for the Boston Red Sox back from like 39 to 1960. He played for 18 seasons. There were 3 seasons that he was in military action in World War II that he didn't play. But he was the last player in the major leagues to actually complete a season with a 400 or better batting average. Now that is an amazing average. Okay, nowadays, what's a good batting average in the major leagues? About 300? If a batter is hitting about 300, that's an amazing record, and we think that he's really a good batter. But let's take a look at it. Let's dissect that a little bit. That means that every 10 times that batter comes up to the plate, 3 of the times he actually makes a hit, gets on base, 3 out of 10. So on the reverse side, what does that mean? That means that 7 out of 10 times he failed. He struck out, he grounded out, made an out. So he failed more times than he succeeded. But what did he do every time he made an out, every time he grounded out or struck out? Did he go back to dugout and say, well, this isn't going to work, I'm a failure? No. He went back to dugout and said, you know what, I'm going to get him next time. I'm going to come back, I'm going to get a hit next time. I'm going to hit it out of the park next time. And that's the attitude that you have to succeed. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And I know all of you graduates, you probably never saw him play. He played before you were born. He played for the Chicago Bulls back in the 90s. And he led the Bulls to 3 consecutive, or actually 6 total seasons, winning seasons. Michael Jordan says, I failed my way to success. He says, I missed over 9,000 shots. I lost over 300 games. 26 times I was called upon to make the winning shot and I missed. He says, I failed over and over again, and that is why I succeed. And that's the attitude that you have to have. Thomas Alva Edison, who was he? He was a great inventor. What did he invent? He invented the light bulb. He had over 10,000 documented experiments in trying to invent the light bulb. 10,000 failed experiments. Now, how many of you would have quit after, the first time? You? After the first failed experiment. You say, well, this isn't going to work. How many of you would have quit after the second time? Or the 10th failed experiment? Or the 100th? Or the 1,000th? He kept going. 10,000 failed experiments. And he succeeded in inventing the light bulb. But one time, there was a young reporter that came up to him and said, Mr. Edison, you've failed 10,000 times already. Don't you think you should give up? And what he said to him was, I haven't failed 10,000 times. I've just discovered 10,000 ways that don't work. So that is the attitude that you should have. As you go through life, once you set your eyes on the prize, once you set your eyes on the goal, don't give up. But that doesn't mean you can't change your mind. You may make a decision to do something, and it may be the wrong decision for you. It may not be the right thing for you. You may choose a course of study in school, find out that, well, it really wasn't right for you. You know, I tell the story of when I went into college. I was a pre-med student, and that was my parents' dream. They wanted me to be a doctor. And I was a pre-med student until I ran across organic chemistry. And that was it. That convinced me I was never going to be a doctor. You know, so don't be afraid to change your mind. You may find out that you're in the wrong career, or you're doing something that just isn't right for you. Don't be afraid to quit. You hear the saying, winners never quit, quitters never win. That's not true. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to quit something that's not right for you. And that goes for your friends. You may be hanging around with people that are not good for you, that are not uplifting, that are actually bringing you down. Run as fast as you can. Quit that group of people. Hang around with people that are uplifting, that are going to help you, motivate you, help you to succeed. Like-minded people. And don't be afraid to ask for help. There are people along the way that are willing to help you, and all you need to do is ask for help. Your teachers, your principals, people that you meet along the way that want to see you succeed, and your parents. Your parents would do anything to help you succeed. Don't be afraid to ask them. Yes, parents deserve a big round of applause. Don't be afraid to ask them for help, because they are there for you. And on the other hand, be willing to help others that are in need. When you see others that are struggling on a path that you've already taken, and you know you can help them, offer them a guiding hand. Help them to succeed. You know, we are also very proud of you. We're so happy to be here to share in your success. And on behalf of the Board of Education, I want to wish you much success and happiness in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. And now the portion of the ceremony you have all been waiting for. Students, make ready to receive your diplomas. First row, please stand.
Jose Juan Alarcón, Jr. Axel Alvarez. Alismar Daniela Benítez Villa. Zyrian Bird. Casey Lynn Caracosa. Ricardo Castillo. Elizabeth Cervantes. Julian Cruz Lopez. Magali Alicede Santiago. Alexander Raúl Estrada. Alison Daniel Fernandez. David Schneider Figueroa Salazar. Daniel Rodolfo Flores Mejia. Brandon Garcia. Javier Eduardo Garcia Mejia. Jacob Matthew Kittinger. Tyranisha Lachey Lee. Jeriah Marquel McLean. Christopher Mendez. Magdalena Arlette Nino. Johan Oliveira. Michael Gilbert Parker. Jordan Lee Patton. Abraham Pavon. Oscar Jr. Porcayo. Karina Roque Santos. Stephanie Sanchez Alfonso. Cesar Sanchez. Congratulations. Carlos Jonathan Shoemaker. Maria Sandy Sumikrai Velasquez. Nehemiah Eugene Yazi.
Before I pronounce that you have graduated, we have a couple of housekeeping items to address. Graduates, you will be able to pick up your diplomas this morning immediately following the ceremony in the gym behind us. If you borrowed a cap and gown, please return that today as you pick up your diploma. Students, as we prepare to process out of the auditorium, please wait until your row is directed to move out of the seating area as you practiced yesterday. We kindly ask that parents, guardians, and guests wait until the graduates have exited the auditorium, and then we ask you to meet your graduate and exit the building, and they will meet you outside. Class of 2026, please stand. By the virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Superintendent of Schools and the Waukegan Community Unit School District 60 Board of Education, I hereby confirm that these students have completed the requirements as prescribed by Illinois State Code and Board of Education policy. I hereby confirm their graduation, and therefore they are entitled to receive the diploma of graduation and to enjoy whatever benefits thereto. Students, please take your tassels and move them from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2026. You have graduated.